Stop this shit right here once and fucking for all.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
You drop that ball, too.
You tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing. But this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood. But give them credit. They got it to pay off.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the rush coming, and he's taken down. Sean Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football. Save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first.
I know I should have went down the field.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
I know I should have went on the downfield and I seen that nigga put it up like that.
And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs
good,
on the field, you just get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is
stuff to do right here.
Reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
I got 2 minute X factor.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it.
2 minute X factor.
Across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis. Some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents.
What the hell you doing? That's a give, man.
What are you doing? It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Come on, back. Get right now.
Coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But no.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 2017 for Zeke Elliott. A mixed bag. Would he play? Would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact, a full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On second down, Prescott again. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. He's got daylight. The 20. And he will take this one home.
That boy playing that D today, boy. That boy playing that D today. Nobody want to hear that bullshit, man. You know this shit is far from over with. You just got a 14-point lead. Man, you can be up 21. And it still don't matter. So I know exactly what I'm finna have to do to you. I already know it did.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this
I know.
25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter
go down the field on him. This is score and drive him with
how much he helped raise for hurricane relief. 37
score and drive now.
Incredible hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area.
You ain't got no press either. You ain't got no press either. You ain't got no press either. Oh, this is score and drive right here.
Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Bryant, the man in motion right. On second down, Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 66 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that one makes it 14-7.
You playing the pad. I ain't trying to pass no more. As long as I see you playing the pass, I'm going to run. I see you trying to cover the run, I'm going to pass. Then you got to look out for Old Faithful.
Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts. Really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs.
Okay.
Right
I thought you were finna be crazy right here.
And add another playmaking tight end.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Play him on the knee. Play him to the right.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Don't take off charge,
so they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry. And
absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's got it to Hearns. There goes Allen Hearns. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hearns, 71
good
yards.
Touchdown, Chili.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
But man, you might well get right. You might well get ready. Cause this game right here is far from over, bro.
Out to kick this one away.
You know how I do it. You know how I do it.
Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. And I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 273 yards, 3 touchdowns. And, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Bailey now to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
We go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 when he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Watch how I do. Watch how I do. Watch how I do.
Bortles to throw on second down.
Watch how I do. Watch how I do. Watch how I do.
DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On third and long, it's Bortles. And Robinson with a big
I suppose I'd have been over there. I ain't closed up. I ain't closed up my gap fast enough. I got you there. Right there.
A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering.
Well, let me get no good lick on him.
In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for him.
Hitting the back.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there.
I hope so.
Touchdown
I hope so.
And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. In motion right is Bryant. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there.
You going for it, anybody?
I
see you. I see you.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been the
What's
third
up?
of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
On third down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. It would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And this offense on third down today.
They really don't look good for the home team.
Three as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Prescott. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, you crazy.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
I will. I will. You gonna quit trying to put that ball over there like that right there now. I promise you will. I promise you will. I promise you will. Okay. All right.
Do they think he
I
can
heard
snap
that.
it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Steps away to his left. And he's able to get
you
this
trying
one
to
up
kill
to
you.
his 30 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. As they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Why would you do? 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 Why would you do right here? Can't trust you, man. Can't trust. Can't trust. Can't trust. I knew you were going to do that. Oh, it's a touchdown here, too. You might well get ready.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 1.
Man, I couldn't call a timeout fast enough.
Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games
get the ball
can
back,
go either way, and not enough of them
I get the ball back. I was trying to tie the game up because if I would have scored then, he got the ball back. Oh, I know it. Oh, I know I got your kryptonite. I got your kryptonite. I got your clip tonight, too. You ain't seen it, too. I got your clip tonight.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll
man,
go on offense first
mind.
here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half.
Don't give me them, please.
We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right?
Look at that dead.
Create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though.
That's
this is
dead.
a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Come on, boy, get them.
Knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And now it's third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles.
No,
once
sir.
you get into your zone defense, in other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And this is incomplete. So
I told you I got your kryptonite, Willie. I got your kryptonite, man.
Take over in terrific field position.
Spread him out. Come on.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I'm telling you now, don't cough that ball up. Do not cough that ball up.
Bortles now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his
what we gonna do?
And
what we gonna do? Oh man,
just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. They keep it with Fournette on first down.
And this nigga didn't pop up in there.
Into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Oh, man, Willie, you know they right here far from this right here ain't this right here is far from over with, Willie. Far from over with, boss. No, you can be up 23. Nigga, you know I come back. Let's get it. It don't matter.
And this will not be returnable.
All right, let's ride.
The end zone for a touchback.
Let's ride.
Out now come the Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
I got 1, 2, 3 coming. Okay, outside, man. There we go.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
Oh, can I get a pass interference?
Picked off at the 16.
Can I get a pass interference? Can I get a pass interference?
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. The receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, third and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was.
Man, you just wasted time on my clock.
Try and pick it up.
You just burnt time on my clock.
The defense goes off the field.
Now I got her up and did it.
As they force him into a likely punting situation.
There you go. Let's get it.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it
right here.
And 10. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
All right. Okay, then they got 2 now.
They go back to the air here after the INT.
Come on, boy.
And this is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And on 2nd and 10 now. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And he'll take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play.
I got a goddamn start scoring some goddamn point now.
So they'll get another shot on offense.
I got a goddamn start throwing some goddamn point now. Let's see what this nigga doing to me with this defense. See what he doing to me with this defense. See what he doing to me. See, can we dissect this bullshit?
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find.
Come on, boy! I gotta learn. I gotta go get them. That nigga can't. He can't use a kick. He can't use a kick. He can't use a kick. I gotta go throw the ball. He can't use a kick. I get him all day because I sit back and pick him apart.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell.
Ooh. I got all the time in the world to throw the ball, man.
For a loss of 7. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now this is going to
get the ball back. You can't use the kick.
And they say he's just short. Boy, going for it at this stage in the 2nd half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation, there's no way they're going to fake it here. They might have a better chance if they tried it that way.
The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the
out of bounds. I seen that with my own 2 eyes.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled.
Oh,
it's loose.
He's gone.
It's picked up by the
He's
Cowboys.
He's gone.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good job, boy. I got a reward y'all for that. You damn sure laid a lick on that nigga ass bean. There you go.
Expect that to get better with experience in the league and, of course, better support from his offensive line. In this case, though, reverted back to that year.
Okay.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just
Toss that bitch up again. That was finna happen.
Yeah, the guy
That was finna end up happening.
He
finna end up coughing that bitch up again for real.
Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On second down, here's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Bortles to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again. His 3rd sack
I know who he's been throwing to.
Afternoon. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Caught out left side by Robinson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette.
Come on, boy, you gotta get through that goddamn gap, man. That nigga won't get through that goddamn gap. I'm there every time to put the lick on his ass.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jaguars continue to roll. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And he will not
should have went here and took off on your ass.
as he's going to be taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Prescott now on second down. Going deep here for Bryant. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 58 yards. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react.
And they're going to get it.
Damn, I had him open right there. Bing, right there in the back of the end zone. Every time, one thing I got to do is just get there. Because ain't nothing shot.
Play action now, Prescott. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know what the fuck I'm in.
So after the INT, it's Bortles escaping the pressure right. And oh, he is really late.
Oh, okay. See what your ass be trying to do. See what your motherfucking ass be trying to do. See, I got some for that bullshit, though.
Leave him with second and a yard.
All right.
On second down, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards that time.
Yeah, I'm
able
gonna
to
show
take
you.
off,
You
and the
win right
result
here,
is
though.
a first down.
Run it back, though. You win right here.
No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw is Bortles. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just
Kick my ass today.
My friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how...
And now here's...
Come on, boy. What the hell you got going on?
Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Flushed out right. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing is Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he will get into the end zone.
What are you showing your ass right now, eh?
Touchdown. This thing is ugly.
He's showing his ass now, boy.
Whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score.
He's showing his ass now.
Already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
They showed his motherfucking ass. I am pissed the fuck off. Rat motherfucking guy. Ooh, this nigga 63 to 14. Oh man, got to be a reason. Got to be a reason.
And he'll take it back
Let's
to
see what I
about
can
the
do.
19-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. What do you do here down like this in this situation?
Oh, it's summer.
Just pick something out of the playbook you
But you gotta figure out where go get you. Oh, I'm finna go get them. You know I got to go get them, and that's who you want. That's how you kill that shit. That's how you kill that shit.
We'll see if they go back to base. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw is Prescott, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey.
Yeah, I got whooped. So what, bro? What'd you say?
I've been rolling on the freeway, I've been riding 85. I've been thinking way too much, and I'm way too gonna drive. I got anger in my chest, I got millions on my mind, and you didn't fit the picture, so I guess you want the vibe.
LOV on my right leg, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying? LOV on my man, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying? Caught a little jet lag, but I'm golden. Yeah. We deserve Grammys and some Oscars. Yeah. They deserve Grammys, they imposters. I be rolling. I just